Hey guys, this is Alfred back with another video, and in today's video I will be talking about the version 3.5 tier list. Now this tier list will feature the new character Hysilens, so I'll be mainly talking about Hysilens' impact in this tier list, as well as the other dot characters as well, why I place certain characters at certain tiers. And on top of that, I will also talk about the other notable changes that I feel like you guys should know. Now before we start this video, it's always very important to say, this tier list is largely based on Pridwin, so if you want the full stats and the full breakdown, links are in the description. However, in terms of where you put each character in each tier and whether a character is better than other characters in each tier, that is largely my opinion. So if you have differing opinions and you want to share, please feel free to comment down below. I would like to hear what you guys think about this tier list. But with all that said, let's begin with this video. Now with the introductions of Hysilens, as you can see, I've placed Hysilens in S tier itself. Now she is a really strong dot character. In my opinion, she really brings the ceiling of dot teams, but the reason why she's not at S plus tier, which I feel she could be, is because she is still somewhat reliant on Kafka, and that is the same for Kafka teams. If you play a Kafka team without Hysilens, you will realize that the damage is significantly lower. Now because both of them are heavily reliant on each other, if you are missing one, it's just really not good, and that is the reason why I did not put them in S tier. I will continue to monitor their performance, because currently you can play dot teams in every single one of the endgame modes, which is pretty good, but for now I think S tier is pretty good. Now for the characters in S plus tier itself, for example, we have Casteris. Casteris is a character who has a lot of damage in her kit already, and as long as you build her correctly, she can be self-sufficient. She's not overly reliant on other characters. However, having other characters themselves is pretty good for her, which is the main reason why I place her in S plus tier. So if Kafka and Hysilens really want to be at that tier, they either number one have to have a lot of damage and can justify them being an S plus tier, or they do not really have such a reliance on each other to be at such a tier. And that's the reason for now I will be placing them in S tier. Over time, when new characters get added, etc., their tier will definitely change. Now some of you might also ask, why is Xiaochu and Black Swan in A tier and not S tier? And the main reason why is, in a dot team, the core piece is going to be Hysilens and Kafka, where Xiaochu and Black Swan is really flexible. Honestly, if you do not have them, it is not a major detriment to the dot team, unlike not having Hysilens or Kafka, and they are really replaceable. You can easily play another Harmony character instead, or you can play a sub DPS like Acheron or Cypher in the dot team to do a little bit more burst damage. So in a sense, because they are replaceable and not a main staple in the team, that is why they will be in A tier instead of S tier like Hysilens and Kafka. Another big change to the tier list I've made from the previous one is that I have moved Sparkle and Bronya up to S tier. With the release of Finon, Finon is a really strong hyper carry character that wants to take as many turns as possible. You want characters that can action advance forward your teammates. Obviously, Sunday and Robin are just much better at this, which is why they're S plus tier, but their budget options like Sparkle and Bronya as well are really decent if you do not have the premium unit. On top of that, you can also play Sparkle in a Archer team, and as you know, Archer does insane amount of damage for just being a free character. That is why I put Sparkle over Bronya, but overall they are both still really good characters, and that is why they deserve to be in the S tier. And the last two characters I want to talk about is going to be Qing Yuan and Xing Liu. Both of them, I have moved them down from A tier to B tier. Overall, the meta is pretty harsh for them, and I thought Xing Yuan will perform as well. However, because of other stronger options you have and faster clear speeds you have with these other characters, I feel like their power level has really shifted down, and is the main reason why I moved them down from A tier to B tier. Whereas Blade has really shown that the HP meta is really strong, because his clear speed is still pretty decent compared to Qing Yuan and Xing Liu, which is the main reason why I have left Blade at A tier instead of bringing him to B tier. But overall, I will still continue to monitor to see the overall shakeup in the meta. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching this super quick video. If you like this video, please do leave a like. It shows me I should do more. Comment down below what you would change in this tier list, or whether you agree with any of my positions. And finally, do subscribe. We will be doing more videos like this in the future, especially when Seridra comes out. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.